Welcome to me and my uncle.
NFL Weekly Rundown, Week 5. Danny, how are you?
Good.
Did you enjoy Week 4?
Yeah.
Did you like, well, you probably didn't like what you saw on the Sunday morning game in Dublin.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy Rodgers. He got the Vikings, didn't he? Carson Wentz, not very good.
Not
Huh?
good.
What about, you were excited about that Philly-Tampa game. Did you watch that one?
Wasn't it like pretty high scoring for Philly and pretty low scoring for Tampa, and then they came back?
A little bit. The final was 31-25 Philly. So Baker had a chance down the stretch, but finally somebody was able to stop him, the reigning Super Bowl champs.
Yeah. So
Did
I both got that pick wrong.
Yeah. Did you catch Bears at Raiders?
Yes.
Ooh, exciting game. It was back and forth. Ashton Genty just torched the Bears. He had like 150 yards rushing.
But then the other side of the team.
Yeah, the blocked field goal. The Bears blocked the field goal at the very end or within like 30 seconds left, and they won the game. So that was huge. You said, whoa, there was a tie.
Yeah,
And
that was pretty exciting.
I didn't see a whole lot of that game either, but the Sunday night game, Green Bay and Dallas. I woke up and Green Bay was kicking a field goal to basically end the game.
And
They made it and they tied. Yeah. And the Monday night games, boy, I slept through most of those. They were pretty boring. Do you want to hear, and I should mention, like, we had 227 views for our week 3 episode.
Did we get more this?
We only got 37.
Okay.
But we're very lucky because week 4, if anybody listened to us, we were both terrible picking games.
We were.
Yeah. So picking winners, you won 7, lost 8, and then the one tie. Not that good. Me picking winners wasn't all that much better. I had 9 wins, 6 losses, and 1 tie.
Okay.
But listen to this. Against the spread, there were 2 games last night. Before last night's game, my record against the spread was 2 wins, 12 losses. But I got 2 wins in those Monday night games, so I ended with 4 wins and 12 losses.
Oh.
You ended with 6 wins and 10 losses. Better than me. So on the season, straight up winners, I have 42 wins. Your grandpa has 42 wins. You have 39 wins.
Ooh.
3 down. But hey, it's better against the spread, at least against me. Your grandpa has 36 wins against the spread. You have 33 and a winning record. I only have 32 wins against the spread and 32 losses. So if I was a gambling man, I'd be making 0 money right now. I should say your grandpa had the first perfect score of the season when he predicted Rams 27, Colts 20.
Wow.
So here's the thing. He's beating us against the spread. He's beating us picking winners. Well, he's tied with me picking winners. And he has a perfect score. Maybe you should have a show called Me and My Grandpa. He knows more than me.
He would do better.
All right, but there's no matching song called Me and My Grandpa. So we might have to stick with Me and My Uncle. All right. We have 4 teams on bye. Do you want to talk a little bit about those teams first?
Which teams?
It's going to be a surprise.
Bears,
Falcons.
right?
Falcons, Bears, Packers, and Steelers. So, do you remember what the Falcons did against Washington last week?
Falcons to Washington. Didn't they crush them?
Atlanta won. The final score was 34-27, so they won by a touchdown. Jaden Daniels didn't play. But the Falcons got big games from Bijan Robinson. 186 total yards and a touchdown. Big. And without Jaden Daniels, the Falcons are back to 2-2. The Bears go on their bye week on a hot streak with 2 straight wins, right?
Yeah.
They blocked that field goal. Caleb, wasn't great. And the defense stunk against Genty, but they intercepted Geno Smith 3 times and made Genty fumble once on a 4th down. So the Bears did enough to win. It was a really weird game and an exciting game. 25-24 is kind of a strange score. The Bears made 4 field goals, so they get Washington after the bye week. So they better be ready. Green Bay, like we talked about, 40-40 tie against Dallas.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Love, 3 touchdown passes, all to Romeo Doubs. Jacob scores 2 rushing touchdowns. 5 touchdowns, and all you get is a tie. Ooh. And then Pittsburgh, you saw. How about that game from DK Metcalf in the first half?
That was... Wow.
Yeah, I think he had 120 yards and a touchdown just in the first half. And he was quiet in the second half, but Pittsburgh kind of had a nice lead until really late, and it was just too late for Wentz.
Yeah, he did not play great.
No, they not that JJ was playing great, but I think they kind of got to get him back, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready to move on to picking the Thursday game?
Sure.
Let's do it. Who is it?
49ers Rams.
Okay. Did you catch any of that 49ers Jags game on Sunday?
I think a little.
It was surprising because the Jags won and it was in San Francisco.
Pretty surprising.
I know, and Purdy was back, but he had 3 turnovers, two interceptions, 1 fumble, and I think you've heard me say, if a quarterback's going to have 3 turnovers all by himself, that team usually doesn't win the game.
Yeah.
On the flip side, the Rams played the Colts. Did you see any of that one?
Yes.
And I told you the Rams won it. Stafford, 3 touchdowns, 1 to Devontae Adams, 1 to Puka Nacua, 1 an 88-yarder to Tutu Atwell with 1.5 minutes left.
Huh.
To beat the Colts.
I don't think I know that name.
No, he must be their 3rd receiver. Because Puka is on like a record-breaking pace.
Yeah. Which team is Cooper Kupp on again?
Now he's on Seattle, yeah. It's almost like they let Kupp go to Seattle and they brought in Devontae Adams from the Raiders. So whether that's better, they're different kind of receivers. You know, Adams is a little bigger and Kupp is a little shiftier. Works the middle of the field. Well, you heard what these teams did last week. What are your opinions on this big matchup? And I should say, a lot of the time when these 2 teams play, even in LA, there is a large influx of 49ers fans that take over SoFi Stadium. Another thing I should say before you give your opinions, Brock Purdy, Jawan Jennings, and Ricky Pearsall are all probably not going to play. Their top quarterback and their top 2 receivers. And Kittle's still out.
And Christian McCaffrey? No?
He'll play.
Okay, he will.
He'll play. So knowing all of this, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Okay.
I think that Rams are going to have a good game, and I don't think 49ers, well, they'll have a good game, but not enough to win.
Not good enough?
So I have 49ers 30 and Rams 34.
Okay. I'm going to go fewer points. And it sounds like you actually, if you have a 4-point difference, you've got the Niners covering. But I've got the Rams covering. I'm going to go 27-20. By the way, there are 2 division games this week. This being one of them. The all-time record between these teams. They played a lot. 49ers 78 wins, Rams 71 wins, and 3 ties. Okay?
Okay.
Another Sunday morning game. I couldn't remember if this was in Germany or London, but it says it's in London, right? Yep. Who is it? Oh, hiccups. You'll
Vikings,
make it.
Browns.
Okay. Like we talked about, you might need a drink of water. Carson Wentz, no good. No good. 2 interceptions and 6 sacks in the loss against Pittsburgh. But then we got Joe Flacco. Oh, he made 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble in the blowout loss to your Detroit Lions. And Jahmyr Gibbs and Goff and Monty and all those guys. Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
So both these teams coming off losses. Do you have Vikings 3.5 point favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah. And just looking at this is they're expecting the lowest score of the week in this game.
They expect 36 points out of this one.
Yeah, so that's pretty low for an NFL game. Both these teams probably have better defenses than offenses, I would say. What do you think? You're the Vikings fan here. What are you feeling?
Well, Carson Wentz is not the most greatest quarterback.
He's definitely a backup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, Jordan Addison's back.
Didn't have a huge game.
But he's still one of the pretty good receivers.
He gives them a really good tandem. Top first and second receiver, it's hard to beat what the Vikings have.
And then there's the Browns, which are not the greatest team.
No, and they got whooped by your Detroit Lions 34-10 last week, I think. Yeah, that was the score.
Yeah. So, I have the Vikings.
Vikings, okay.
I have Vikings winning and them covering the point spread.
All right.
24-10.
Okay, a nice win for them. I am going to have Cleveland cover the spread. Carson Wentz just doesn't look like he is going to be able to win them the game. They're going to have to rely on their defense. They're going to have to rely on Mason and Jones if he's back. So I'll go Vikings, but close. 20 for the Vikings, 17 for Cleveland. So still picking your Vikings.
Okay.
First game of Sunday afternoon.
Texans, Ravens.
Boy, I think both these teams won their division last year, and look at their records now.
Yeah, not looking great.
Both 1 win and 3 losses. Teams kind of going in different directions. Houston shut out the Titans. Second shutout in the NFL this year. They only allowed 160 yards, that's pretty bad. I mean, think about it. Bijan had 186 yards receiving and rushing all by himself. The entire Tennessee team had 160 yards against Houston.
Yeah, that stinks.
That stinks. So Houston got a win, but against a pretty crummy team.
Yeah.
Baltimore, I was a little surprised they got whooped by Kansas City. It was 37-20. And Lamar Jackson got hurt. Oh, my fantasy quarterback. Great.
How is he out for?
They said maybe 2 to 3 weeks with a hamstring injury. Ouch. He hurt his hamstring. We don't know his status. I heard Roquan Smith is out. He's their best linebacker. I don't know his first name, but Matabuke, I think is, yes. Matabuke is their D tackle, who's a great run stopper, I think, or he helps their run defense. He's out for the year. I think maybe even their best cornerback, Marlon Humphrey, is hurt. So you got Cooper Rush, I think, the old Dallas backup quarterback, is now the Ravens backup quarterback. So he's probably going to have to start this game against C.J. Stroud. It is in Baltimore. But geez, I don't know what to think about this game. Yeah.
What's the point spread? Because there's this whole ad thing blocking everything.
Oh, the point spread is I have Baltimore by 3.5. It may have dropped now that we know Lamar Jackson's probably going to miss the game. But let's just say Baltimore by 3.5 for now.
Okay.
So, Knowing all this injury stuff, knowing that Houston beat Tennessee, but big deal, Tennessee, you know.
29.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Who?
Oh, Texans.
Oh, you're gonna go with the road team. Okay. I still don't like what I see out of Houston. Big deal, you beat Tennessee. I'm gonna say the Ravens, mostly because of their coach, and maybe Derrick Henry will get it going. I'll say 21-20 Ravens. So we're different on the first game. Ooh boy, here's a game between teams. One won their first game last year, and one is still looking for their first win.
Even if you're one of these fans, I just wouldn't watch the game.
You wouldn't even go?
Yeah.
If you had tickets, would you go?
No.
No?
I'd
Try to
sell
sell them. So do you think you'd find anybody to sell them to?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's the thing. You could give them away.
I have Giants 18.
Oh, let's say oops. How about let's talk about the game just a little bit.
Pretend you didn't hear that.
I don't even know what you said.
Yeah.
Who's playing?
Giants, Saints.
Okay, so Malik Neighbors done for the year. He got injured.
I obviously have him on my fantasy.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have both my quarterbacks hurt, both my receivers hurt, and probably my running backs are gonna get hurt.
It's tough. See how fantasy can be tough on you. But even with Neighbors getting hurt, hey, Jackson Dart got his first start. He was sacked 5 times.
But he still did good.
He didn't have any turnovers. He had a rushing and a passing touchdown. Handed off a lot. He did enough for them to beat the Chargers. I mean,
that's pretty good.
I'd say that's a decent first game. Most times when a rookie starts his first game, it's hard to win. You know?
And another rookie that started, I think, was Dylan Gabriel, but
he didn't start. He came in at the end of 2 games, I think, for Cleveland. But if Flacco plays bad again, they might think about starting Dylan Gabriel. We'll see. New Orleans, I was surprised that they kept it close against Buffalo. It was a close game in the 4th quarter.
I probably guessed like Buffalo by like 30.
And we bet, I think with 30 or 20 we guessed. And it was only a 12-point game. Only. But, Spencer Rattler wasn't that bad. And here I said, this is going to be his last game because he's going to do horrible. He wasn't awful, but I have to say it every episode. Now his record, 0 wins, 10 losses.
That's tough.
That is tough. So this is 2 bad teams. Which bad team's getting a win and why?
Well, I've got the Giants winning.
Could I guess 18 points maybe?
No.
Oh, did you change it?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I have the Giants winning just because I think Spencer Rattler is blah. And
let's hope he doesn't watch.
Yeah. And Giants just, I think, are a better team in this.
Okay, it'll be interesting without Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Makes it tougher for Dart.
So I have Giants by 1.
Oh.
Giants 18.
Shocking. How did I know that?
And Saints 17.
Okay, so you got a good game. I mean, a low-scoring game, but at least a close game. Yeah. Do you have Saints favored by 1.5 too?
No, I got Giants 1.5.
Oh, it must have swung. Okay. Well, I've got Giants 23-20. I also think that the Giants will get it done or do enough to beat New Orleans because I just think if New Orleans plays Tennessee, that will be the worst game of the season. I think those teams are the worst in the league.
Giants or Saints?
Oh, I meant Saints. Sorry, Saints and Titans. Yeah. If those teams had to square off this year,
I don't think anyone would watch it.
That's the game where they should just say, "Hey, TV cameras, you don't even have to show up for this one because nobody wants to watch." All right, I don't think nobody would want to watch this game.
Really?
No, I mean nobody wouldn't want to. I mean people would. I said a double negative. people will want to watch this next
Okay.
game. Don't cover your head though. Everybody wants to see your face.
Broncos, Philadelphia. Sorry for talking really loud.
Yeah, did you catch any of the Broncos-Bengals game last night?
Yeah.
What did you think?
It was, I mean, not the best game. But
Denver got way up, didn't they?
yeah.
It was Knicks passing, I think, a couple. I read that, okay, so Denver had 512 yards of offense, passing and running. The Bengals in that game only had 159. So there's like a 350-yard difference, which is the biggest difference in any game in the first 4 weeks of the season.
Wow.
So Denver pasted the Bengals. It wasn't close. It was 28-3, so that's not the hugest score. But Browning, they couldn't do anything against Denver's defense. And they really couldn't stop Denver's offense either. Philly, you said we saw a little bit of that Tampa-Philly game, right?
Yeah.
So
Which was not the best game until maybe the last.
fourth quarter. Hurts threw 2 short touchdown passes to Dallas Goedert. And
Yeah.
early in the game, did you see them block a punt for a
Yeah,
touchdown?
that was tough.
Yeah, it kind of went to the sideline and they just scooped it and ran it.
I had him on my fantasy team, and obviously my dad didn't put him in.
Goddard?
Yeah, and he got like 20 points.
Oh, man. And you know what'll happen? You'll put him in next week and he'll score 0.
Yeah.
It's just, that's the way it happens.
Because also these are the 2 best defenses, I think.
Denver, certainly to start the year in fantasy drafts, I think Denver and Philly were the best. And as far as like guys on the field, I know, Patrick Surtain Jr. won, or maybe he's Patrick Surtain II, I'm not sure, but he won Defensive Player of the Year last year. On Philly, you've got Jalen Carter, when he's not spitting on people. Cooper DeJean is a good corner. Their guy Quinyon Mitchell is another good corner. They've got Zach Bond at linebacker. So they have some players. And, Denver's got a few other players too. I think Nick Benino is a good linebacker.
I think 77's pretty good on their team, but he might be an O-line.
Okay, yeah. So there's some talent on defense. Will the defenses, the question is who will win this game? Do you have Philly by 5.5?
Yep.
Okay, what do you think is going to happen in Philly on Sunday when Denver comes to town? Whoa.
Okay.
Who's watching that downstairs?
Probably Emily.
All right, we can keep it together.
Okay. I have a close game, very high scoring, and I have Broncos covering the point spread.
Oh.
I think they're both going to have good defenses, but one of the teams not going to have a good enough defense to win it.
Yeah.
So I have Broncos 40 and Philly 41.
Whoa! So much for that defensive battle, huh?
Yeah.
Or are they going to... So that's a surprising score. If
Yeah.
you think they have good defenses, but you think it's going to be that high scoring. Wow. I'm surprised. I'm going to have Philly cover the point spread. I'm going to say 27-17. I might have to be done picking against the Eagles because they just keep winning, right? I mean, they're 4-0. All right, here is a pretty lousy game.
Well, the Cowboys and the Jets, which the Cowboys just got a tie.
Yeah, and that's actually a pretty good result for them because they were like 6.5 point underdogs.
Yeah.
So sure, they would have liked to win, but to tie a team like the Packers,
it is actually pretty good.
you take that. And Dak Prescott had clearly his best game of the year.
Yeah. 3
touchdown passes, 2 touchdowns to George Pickens, who's playing instead of your injured CeeDee Lamb. Or he's playing more.
I do have him on my fantasy team, but I don't think I put him in either.
No? Oh, that's another guy where it's
and
like...
then I'm going to put him in.
And he'll do
gonna
0.
horrible. Well, actually, he might do good against the
Philly's got
Jets.
good corner. Oh, that's right. They're playing the Jets. I'm sorry. You're right. What if Sauce Gardner follows him around the field? That could be tough.
Yeah.
The Jets, 0-4. They moved the ball a lot against Miami last night. If you watched the beginning of that game, they moved the ball, but then they fumbled. They had 3 fumbles. One by Brees Hall, one by Braylon Allen, one by Justin Fields.
Well, we'll talk about this in 2 games.
Okay. I think I know what you're going to ask. But, okay, so do you have Dallas by 2.5?
Yep.
And what do you think will happen? Do you think Dak's going to get the best of a winless Jets? Or do you think that Fields could actually, maybe, finally, win a game for the Jets? No?
So, you probably know who I'm going to pick.
I do.
I have Cowboys covering the point spread by actually a lot.
Oh.
And Jets are going to stink. Cowboys 24, Jets 14.
Okay, 10-point win. I got a 6-point win, so I have Dallas covering the spread. I'll say 27-21. Okay, here is a game between teams that both lost on Sunday.
Ooh. Raiders, Colts.
So I talked to you a little bit when we were talking about the Bears about how good Ashton Genty finally looked.
Yeah.
They were talking about he changed his stance in the backfield, like just the way he stands, and it seemed to help. Like, he stood one way in college, and then when he got to the pros, they said, why don't you do this? And he did it for the first 3 games and stunk. And then he changes back to his college way against the Bears, 138 yards, and he scored 3 touchdowns, rushing and receiving. So he was the reason the Raiders were in that game.
Yeah.
But they had some bad special teams, and Geno made a bunch of turnovers, 3 picks, and that spelled doom against the now mighty Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
And Indy, Danny Dimes was okay. You know, he had been great the first 3 games. He was okay against the Rams, but they really struggled to stop the Rams' passing attack.
Yeah.
Lucky for them, Las Vegas does not have as good of a passing attack.
What Matthew Stafford played, I would say, really good in that game.
He was dealing. And remember what I said when we picked that game when we were different? I was like, I think just the reason I'm picking the Rams, Stafford's better than Dimes. And it doesn't always work out that way, but when I'm struggling to pick a game, I usually just go straight to the quarterback. I say, who's got the better quarterback?
And on this one, I'd say Dimes.
I agree with you.
I mean, maybe last year Geno Smith would maybe be a little better.
I would agree with that last year, yes.
But this year, both switched teams, and Danny Dimes is looking better with the Colts.
And Geno's had 2 games now that he's thrown 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
So he's kind of being a turnover machine, which you don't want at quarterback. What Dimes used to be when he was with the Giants. He would turn the ball over too much.
So, I've got the Colts. I actually have the Raiders covering the 6.5 point spread is what I have.
Yep, that's what I have too.
Colts 21, Raiders 20.
Ooh, fun game. Okay, I think I saw the Raiders. Okay, Max Crosby was lights out. He was playing awesome.
Yeah.
He almost single-handedly won the Raiders that game, I feel like. The first half, he had the most dominant game against the Bears, well, maybe since Amon-Ra St. Brown week 2. But at least on defense, he was dominating. But I still think Dimes, Jonathan Taylor, Pittman, those guys, I think they're going to cover the spread. 31 Colts, 16 Raiders. All right, you were going to say something or ask something about this game, but why don't you say the teams first?
Dolphins, Panthers.
Something you remembered when we were talking about the Jets game. Do you still remember it?
Yeah. Isn't Tyreek injured?
Yeah, that was what I thought you were gonna ask, because Tyreek Hill dislocated his knee. So
He was laughing when he was getting out. onto
Yeah.
the cart.
I wonder if he was just in shock or something, because a lot of guys will just put a towel over their head and will be like, man, I don't want to talk to anybody. So that was just the way he reacted to it. Maybe, I saw something online that was like, Tyreek is celebrating because he doesn't have to play with Tua anymore. Well, I don't know if I believe that. That's kind of harsh. I think different guys are going to react differently when they get hurt. He had to know, I'm done for the season, when that happened. So it's pretty sad for Miami. They did get their first win, but costly if it's going to take out your top receiver.
Yeah.
Carolina, 0 turnovers. They were outgained by New England by only 19 yards, so they didn't turn the ball over. They pretty much moved the ball the same as New England, but they lost 42-13.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Crazy.
Yeah,
Defense, maybe?
I think there might have been a Patriot. What did the Patriots do in this game? I think the Patriots had a punt return touchdown, but five touchdowns on the Panthers defense. So, that's bad. Both these teams now are 1-3. This game's in Carolina.
I mean, without Tyreek for the Dolphins, I think they're just going to need to run the ball.
Yeah, Achane, Ollie Gordon, get ready. Put on your cleats.
I mean, Jalen Waddle
I feel like he's a good second receiver.
Yeah, but without the first receiver,
he has to be number 1.
Yeah, so I still think they're going to run it, but I think the Panthers are going to do better.
Okay.
So.
Do you have Miami favored by 1.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that changed when Tyreek Hill got hurt, but we'll say 1.5 for now.
So, I have the Panthers winning 29-24.
Wow, can you believe we're both going to actually pick the Panthers to win? Might be a first time ever.
Yeah.
I'll take Panthers 22-21, so we both have Panthers covering the spread, and we both have Carolina, shockingly, earning their second victory of the season. Okay, that's it for the noon games on Sunday, so now we're into the 3 o'clock games. Pretty good one.
Buccaneers, Seahawks.
Let's see. Tampa Bay allowed 200 yards only to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
And I mean, it's against Philadelphia.
Yeah, so they held the running game and the passing game of Philadelphia pretty much in check. But they still lost.
Yeah.
So I forget if it was too many turnovers by Baker. I know he threw at least one pick. Losing to Philadelphia is not the worst thing in the world, but Tampa had chances, it seemed like.
Yeah.
They had an okay comeback, but they couldn't win. Did you see the Seattle-Arizona game on Thursday night? Darnold and Kyler Murray?
I don't think so.
Don't think so?
For some reason, I don't think I've seen a Sam Darnold game this whole season.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. Well, Seattle blew a 20-6 lead with only 6 minutes left. It got to be 20-20. Arizona kicked it back to the Seahawks. The Seahawks got in field goal range with 0 seconds left. 52-yard field goal. Good. And the Seahawks prevailed 23-20. So you got 2 3-1 teams, both in the NFC. This could be this is kind of a big game when you talk about tiebreakers at the end of the year, because if you beat another team and have the same number of wins, you're kind of ahead of that team. So if these teams think they're playoff teams, it'd be a good one to win.
Yeah. So, right here, if you were looking just at the quarterbacks, like you said, you do kind of.
Well, I do on close games.
Yeah.
I do.
So.
I usually do that, but maybe I'm giving away too much.
So, just looking at the quarterbacks, I would say Baker Mayfield is better.
I would agree with that.
But Sam Darnold last year with the Vikings was pretty good.
He was.
This year he's pretty good with the Seahawks.
I think 3 wins, 1 loss for them. They're doing good.
So yeah, but I still think Buccaneers have the better quarterback and probably the better receivers.
Mike Evans is hurt, but yeah,
I mean,
and maybe. Emeka
yeah.
Egbuka is playing as good as any rookie.
Yeah.
He's a receiver. And I think Chris Godwin might have been back last game.
Okay. But still, I think the Buccaneers will win 28-20. And also, isn't Emeka Egbuka or whatever on the Panthers?
No, Emeka Egbuka is on Tampa Bay. He's a receiver. The Panthers rookie receiver, I think is named Tedoroa McMillan.
Oh, yeah.
So you were right. They have a rookie receiver who was like a first round pick. So you were kind of on the right track. All right. I know what I said about quarterbacks. Usually, and when I pick games, but I don't always look at who the top quarterback is. Only the ones where I'm like on the fence and I can't decide.
Okay.
This one, I thought Tampa could keep it close. I think they're going to cover the point spread. I have Seattle winning 27-24. And what's weird is Seattle used to have a huge home field advantage when they played in Seattle. I saw their new coach, who started last year with them, McDonald. They have 9 wins and 1 loss in their last 10 games on the road. But at home, they're bad. So that makes me kind of think I should pick Tampa Bay here, but I'm going to stick with Seattle, 27-24. I'm going to have the Bucks cover the 3.5 point spread, though. All right, here's one of those maybe worst teams in the league going on the road to the desert.
Titans, Carolina.
Well, what can you say about this game?
Titans, horrible.
Yeah.
Either way, they have a pretty lousy actually quarterback.
So far, he's been pretty lousy. Cam Ward sacked only twice on Sunday.
I think he just needs better receivers.
Yeah, who do they have? Tyler Lockett. Do they have Calvin Ridley? I think, or is he on Jacksonville? I don't remember. Yeah, they don't have a lot of talent on offense. I mean, 175 yards. They need to get a running game going to help Cam Ward.
Yeah.
And he's got to get sacked less because he's on a pace to get sacked 72 times this year if he plays every game. And then Arizona, like we said when we talked about Seattle, they had a fourth quarter flurry, but they gave up that field goal at the very end to fall to 2-2. So they've lost 2 straight games to division opponents. Here they get an AFC cupcake coming to town. So what do you expect to happen and why?
Wow. I'm asking the question for you now.
I'm ready.
Do you think it's Cam Ward that's the reason he's getting sacked or the O-line?
Oh, good question. It didn't seem like Cam Ward had a real problem getting sacked in college. So that kind of would tell me that it's probably the offensive line. But I'm not going to give Cam Ward a total pass because he's a rookie. And the game just comes at you faster. You know, once you get to the NFL, think about all those players that play college football. Only a handful of them make it to the pros.
Yeah.
So the guys who Cam Ward is now seeing coming at him on defense, they're much faster, they're much bigger, they're much stronger. They're just scarier human beings coming at him to get him, to sack him.
Okay.
So I would say it's 50-50. I would say right now, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't watched a ton of Titans football this year to really have a great opinion about whose fault it is. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Sort of. So it's kind of, I answered both.
Yeah.
Do you have Cardinals by 9.5?
8.5.
Okay. We'll call it 9.5. Do you think they'll cover?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you think Tennessee will win?
Or no. Well, I have Arizona actually covering.
Over 9.5?
I think so.
Okay.
I can't do math right now. Cardinals 28, Titans 17.
Yep, you got an 11-point difference. And I actually have an 11-point difference too, but not the same score. I'll say Arizona 21, Titans 10.
Okay.
All right, I think there are 2 more games at 3 o'clock. This one is, I think they both made the playoffs last year, I think. I think one team did.
One team for sure did.
I think the other team did, but I don't really remember.
Commanders, Chargers.
Okay, we talked about Jaden Daniels didn't play for a second straight game.
Yeah, I think that.
Mariota wasn't as good as he was against the Raiders.
Yeah.
And their defense was bad against Atlanta. They allowed 435 yards, which is too many. The Chargers, surprising loss at the Giants. And now both of their offensive tackles, the guys who blocked for Herbert on the outside, they're both injured. One for the year, one got injured maybe for a month. They're both first-round picks. So if you take first-round picks on offensive tackles and they're both going to miss time, Justin Herbert, look out. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to get hit a lot. So, this game is in LA. Do you have Chargers by 2.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if Jaden Daniels is going to play as we sit here on Tuesday, because I know I told you the fact that he missed the Raiders game, it was more likely that he would play against the Falcons, and then he didn't. I would say there's a pretty good chance he plays here against the Chargers, but that's a total yes at this point. You know, I didn't get a medical look at what Jaden Daniels' ailment is.
I've got Commanders covering the point spread, but with maybe no Jaden Daniels, I don't think they would win.
Okay.
So I have Chargers winning 21-20.
Okay. I'm going to actually have the Chargers cover the point spread. I'll say Lightning Bolts 28, Commanders 24.
Okay.
Okay. One more game on Sunday afternoon, and you know, when the schedule came out, they probably said, wow, what a great game, this battle of high-powered offenses. Not with one guy missing. Who is it?
Lions, Bengals.
Okay, the Lions, like you said last week, the Bears were almost like the cure for them, and now they're just playing awesome.
Yeah.
Offense, defense, kind of looks unstoppable. Goff to Amon-Ra, 2 touchdowns. They beat Cleveland fairly easily. Cincinnati, jeez. Browning bad again. Again, they couldn't run the ball. Chase was barely used and apparently had some sort of a animated conversation with the coach on the sideline at the end of the game. So is Chase happy? Well, I don't think he's happy because his guy Joe Burrow's hurt and Jake Browning can't get him the ball.
What if he went to the Bears?
Oh boy. Well, what would the Bears have to give up to get him? A lot of draft choices.
That would be a future, actually.
I'd say 2 first-round picks for Jamar
Yeah.
Chase. It would cost, at least. Which, you know, actually for the Bears, Rome Odunze has touchdowns. He has 5 touchdowns in 4
He's doing
games.
Pretty good.
He's kind of becoming their number 1.
Yeah.
So I would almost say the Bears, no, I wouldn't want them to trade for a wide receiver, I don't think. As good as Jamar Chase is, I don't think I'd want to sacrifice the 2 first-round picks for another guy at that position. Right? Right? You know, maybe I'd rather say find a pass rusher. You know, because you got to get somebody to put some heat on the quarterback.
What if he went to the Vikings?
Wow. Then there'd be no question who had the best 3 receivers in the
Yeah.
NFL. Can you imagine getting those LSU guys back on the same team? Oh.
And then maybe both of trading J.J. McCarthy for Joe Burrow. That would be back to college.
Yeah, get the whole team back together.
Yeah.
I don't expect the Bengals to trade Jamar Chase.
Unless it was a crazy trade.
It would have to be crazy.
Yeah.
But I think they just paid him a big contract extension. So it would be weird, but all of a sudden, he doesn't seem happy. And the Bengals season is just starting to spiral out of control here the last 2 weeks. I think they've been outscored something like 76-13 the last 2 games. And now, yeah, it's a home game, but look who's coming to town. Your Honolulu Blue Detroit Lions. So, knowing all that I told you, and think about Lions 9.5 point favorites on the road. Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the experts think that Detroit is going to come in here and basically have their way with the Bengals. Is that what you think? And why? Who's going to be the star?
Jameer Gibbs. I was just going to say, I think Jameer Gibbs is going to be unstoppable in this game. Not just because I'm wearing his jersey.
Because they're playing the Bengals, maybe?
Yeah.
That has a lot to do with it, yeah. Because
So-
they couldn't stop Denver's running backs. And that's J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey. That's not Jameer Gibbs and Montgomery. Because they're probably the best 1-2 running backs in the league. If we were talking about receiver tandems and saying, wow, the Vikings are maybe the best, I would say the Lions have the best 2 running backs.
Yeah. So, I have Lions 38,
Okay.
Bengals 20.
Oh, I'm going to be close to you. I have Bengals with 20, but I have Detroit with 34.
I was
So-
going to put 34.
Okay, yeah. We were close, and we both have Detroit covering the spread, both scoring in the 30s. Okay, the Sunday night game is division rivals.
But,
Yeah, I could see that. I'm a little surprised the spread's not higher, but
yeah.
what do you have?
Patriots and Josh Allen.
Do you have a 7.5 point Josh Allen favorite?
Yep.
Me too. These are division rivals, and mostly from the Tom Brady years when he was with the Patriots. They crushed the Bills for I feel like 8 straight seasons. They might not have lost to the Bills.
Now it's pretty much the opposite.
I would say it's flipped, but all-time record between these teams, it's way in the Patriots' favor. 79 wins for the Patriots, only 51 wins for the Bills, and 1 tie.
Well, that's about to be 52 for the Bills.
Well, I'm not giving away my pick by saying that, but I might agree with you. We talked a little bit about New England's performance against Carolina. Drake May threw 2 touchdown passes. The Patriots ran for 3 touchdowns, and they had a nice punt return touchdown. So they were working in all, both sides, offense and their special teams were doing good, and their defense only allowed 13 points. When you win all 3 phases like that, if you win offense, if you win defense, and if you win special teams, you should win games.
Yeah.
So New England's, they're 2-2, but
But
I don't think Buffalo's scared. Josh Allen was efficient. James Cook, 135 total yards and a touchdown. And ho-hum, they're now one of 2 4-0 teams in the league. Can you name the other?
I can name all the 0-4.
How about, do you remember who the other 4-0 team is? Think about your Super Bowl prediction.
Oh, wow. Oh, Philly.
Yeah, those are the 2 undefeated teams right now.
And last year would maybe be the Chiefs, but now they're like 2-2, right?
Yeah, they are, and we'll talk about them next game. But, yeah.
Or no, next game.
Oh, and are you going to give us your special second score to this one since they showed up on both sheets?
For sure.
Okay.
So the actual score is 24-38. My fake score is, I don't even know,
That's
1,900,000,000 something.
That's your
And
close.
then that's for Patriots, and then the Bills is a billion, quadrillion, million, billion.
So I made the mistake of putting it on 2 of his sheets. So that's why he decided to make 1 pretend score and 1 legit score. So I won't hold you to that second score. We know which one is real.
Yeah.
I'm going to say my real score. I have no fake score. I just have a real score. Buffalo 34, New England 21. So
That's pretty close to what I had.
yeah, which one was your real one? Not the same.
38 to 21. 20.
Okay, so we both have Buffalo covering the spread pretty easily. All right, here's a game that I don't think at the beginning of the year it would have been hard for me to pick. This particular game I kind of struggled with.
Same.
Yeah? Who is it?
Jaguars Chiefs.
Tell me why you struggled to pick this game. What was going on in your head?
Chiefs are not looking that good at all this year.
Till they beat Baltimore.
And now you gotta look at the Jaguars, which are actually better than the Chiefs this year.
3-1 record, and they just beat San Francisco. So yeah.
I mean, it's honestly pretty hard to pick, but I think
You want to, yeah. I'll give you a little bit of insight. Just when the Chiefs were being doubted, here comes Patrick Mahomes with 4 touchdown passes, and they paced the Ravens. Jacksonville forced 4 turnovers, returned a punt 87 yards for a touchdown. In there, what I would call, even if they were injured, they still beat San Francisco, you know? So it's still a hard place to go on the road and win, and Jacksonville did it. So we both, it sounds like, kind of struggled with picking this one. What did you conclude when you finally had to come down and write a score? What was the reason you picked the score you did?
I think Travis Hunter is going to have a good game. I think Patrick Mahomes, I hate to say it, but I think he's going to have a good game.
I don't really trust Jacksonville's defense.
Yeah, but do I trust Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter?
Mm-hmm. And they have Travis Etienne as a running back. And a lot of Trevors and Travises, yeah.
So I don't think the Chiefs are going to play like they played last year.
Okay.
So I actually have the Jaguars winning.
Do you have Chiefs favored by 3.5?
2.5.
Okay.
So I put down the Jaguars with 29 and Chiefs 20.
Okay, I think we're only different on a handful of games this week. And I struggled to pick this game. I really thought about picking Jacksonville. But then I thought, you know what? Danny hates the Chiefs. He's not going to pick the Chiefs. And I really kind of think the Chiefs are going to win. So there's no reason for me to pick this upset. So I went with Kansas City, but I went with Jacksonville to cover the spread. Kansas City 24, Jags 21, and I think it will be an exciting Monday Night Football game.
Okay.
Whether you like the team or not, they can still play exciting games, right?
Yeah.
You just want them to lose. So, what's your recap here? Are you happy with your picks? Are you excited about this week's games?
I think this week's games are going to be pretty good, but I don't know if my picks are going to be like last week or they're going to be amazing.
Last week we struggled, so we got to we hope that we know what we're talking about and that we kind of figure some things out this week. Are you excited to watch what did you think about seeing the Vikings at 8:30 in the morning? Did you like waking up and being able to just start watching football right away?
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
It's pretty fun. I mean, the Bears have had a couple games like that, and I don't mind it. I mean, you know, the other nice thing is you get to watch that game all by itself, and then you get to watch all the other games if your team plays all alone at any time. So I like when the Bears are playing all by themselves.
Yeah.
All right. Well, should we do it? Bears 2-2, back in the hunt.
Can I stop it?
Yeah, you can stop it. Just hit that red button. Don't hit any other button, and we'll be good. And thanks for watching, people. All 37 of you. We appreciate your viewership, no matter how many numbers we get. We like the comments.
Please get 227.
Yeah, he wants 227. Let's do it.
I'm broke.
Thanks for